Hi guys, welcome, and if you're new here, my name is Elaine, and on this channel I like to talk about bags. As you can tell from my thumbnail, today's theme is so nice that I bought them thrice. I try not to buy too many bags and multiples, but when I love a bag I tend to go a little overboard, so it's not something new for me. I've had my Mansur Gabriel phase, you know, those bucket bags. I had a ton of those. I also had a bunch of Balenciaga city bags. I guess my most recent would be my Park Tote phase, where I had 4 at one time. I really try to max it out at 3, and as you can see, most of the time they're different sizes. Yeah, without further ado, let's just dive in. So I'm going to start off with the Plume here. So I did a Plume comparison review. I talked about the Plume 32. That's this one here. This one fits a laptop. And I also have the Plume 28 Elan. This one is in gold Epsom leather vintage. And then I also have a mini Plume, a Plume 20. I think this is an Evercalf. It's not quite box leather. And in my Plume comparison review, I did have a Plume 28, which I have since sold. So yes, there's been quite a few Plumes that have come through my collection. And so these are my 3 Plume bags. Out of the 3, I probably have used the biggest one the most because I did used to carry my laptop in it. But as of recently, I am not as much of a fan. I found much more comfortable laptop bags. And so I would say recently I've been using my Plume 28 Elan more. I do hook up straps to the handles. It does have them stick out a little bit when I wear it, but I just use that to carry it over my shoulder. The Plume 28 size is actually a great size to fit a lot of things, your essentials and then some. The Plume 20, honestly, I hardly ever use. It is also kind of a bright blue color. I have yet to use this one much. Now moving over to this side, this is my Garden Party collection. So I have a Garden Party. This one is 30, what is that? 36. So this is a Garden Party 36. It is in canvas with, I think this is buffalo leather in dark brown. And this, of course, can fit a laptop. I honestly hardly ever use it, but it is nice to have a big classic tote when I need it. Next is this Garden Party 30. So they call this the PM size and TPM size. This one is in Havana Swift leather. So it's a little bit more of a brighter brown than I would say the dark brown. This one is a special Twilly edition. As you can see, I have my Zumoni organizer in there. So it's lined in silk. So they had a limited run of these, I think in the 90s or early 2000s. It either comes in this brown, a black, or a red. Honestly, I really love the Garden Party in the Swift leather. It's a little bit more delicate, you know, it's not as durable, but it does feel a little bit more luxurious. It also makes it fairly lighter than an all leather, country leather, or Naganda leather Garden Party. So, and last but not least, here is my Neo Garden Party 23. I picked this one up in Hawaii. I was very lucky to be able to get one. This one is in, I'm pretty sure, Naganda leather here, and then this is the canvas. And it is in the color Vert Mangrove, and I do have a matching Robio. For this one, I do like to carry it over my shoulder sometimes, so I have these snaps that come up the side, and I'll snap them in. Unfortunately, the color of the strap is Vert Almond, I think. So they didn't have Vert Mangrove when I purchased it. So it is a little bit different, but I think it's fine. Okay, so I bought these clips separately, and it came with a different strap, and I bought the strap separately. The clips are a little bit harder to find. The strap is my usual go-to Etsy person. But yeah, it makes it for a nice shoulder bag. Very easy to carry. So for the next round of 3, so let's do a quick switch. Can I put it in here? Yes, I can, I think. Can I nest them all? I don't think so, not this one. Let's try. Oh, and tip about the garden party, I would recommend storing them, especially like fragile ones like this, with the snaps undone to keep the shape of the bag from distorting and also pulling on the, oh, it does fit. Does it fit? Oh yeah, I can nest them. Oh, that's fun. Look at that. I just nested all my garden parties into one. The garden party is one of my favorite styles from Hermes, obviously, because I have 3 of them, but you know, so much more useful to me than a Birkin because they're so much lighter. But anyways, and if you're liking this video so far and you've seen a couple of my past videos, I would greatly appreciate if you consider subscribing. Honestly, it would help my channel so much. Thank you guys so much for your support. All right, and then the next set of triplets, or 3s I should say, is my Hermes Toolbox. So I have 2 in the 20 size right here, and then I have 1 in the 26 size. So as you can see, it's quite a bit bigger. And I did do a full toolbox 20 versus 26 comparison, so check that out if you're interested about these particular bags. And then after that, just gonna do that. But last but not least is Longchamp. So, you know, not as exciting, of course, but they're the most practical bags. So I have them on various colors and sizes, and so the biggest that I use for some overnight trips sometimes is this nylon one. This is the large size with the short handles, and then the next size I have is, I would say, probably the most common size, which is, I think this is the medium with long handles, right? And then we have, this one is the next size down. It's a little bit smaller, but also with the long handles. And as you can see, I bought the 2 grays at the same time, so they have the same sort of colorway and stitching. I'm not really that adventurous usually when it comes to color, but I, for some reason, love this like gray. Oops. I love this gray and yellow combo. I don't use these a ton, so the corner wear hasn't been terrible. I only really use it when I have some sort of occasion, you know, beach bag, overnighter. And then this is a leather version of the small XS, I would say, Le Pliage tote. I got this one from the Real for, I think, like a couple $100 a while ago. I did do a review of it here. Out of all these triplets, or you know, of all these multiple bags, Longchamp, as you can see, I have the most of, you know, 1 more, but they've also been in my collection the longest. I would say after that would be the Plumes, and then the Garden Party, and then my recent obsession is the Toolbox. So I really try to limit it at 3, because over 3, even at 3, I'm not really using all of them all the time, right? So the 3 is sort of the max number of bags I will keep of one type. I do have quite a few bags where I have 2, so I will be following up this video with a so nice I bought them twice video, but I think to me that's a little bit more common. Yeah, which of these bag groups are your favorite? I mean, honestly, I just discovered that I could nest the garden parties, which is kind of awesome because that would then save quite a bit of space in my closet. Unfortunately, I don't think I can really nest the rest. Maybe the Plumes, we'll see. As of right now, in all honesty, my current favorite is probably my most current obsession, which is the toolboxes. I think that's it. It's a short and sweet little collection video today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next one.